Good afternoon. This is Bill with Severe Radar Watchers. Um, the National Weather, the National Hurricane Center has put out PTC number 6, post-tropical cyclone, potential tropical cyclone 6 forecast at 5 p.m. AST. This is down in the Caribbean Sea, the Barbados, St. Lucia, Guadalupe. As we're looking at it here, this is showing the max wind speed 30 mile per hour. Minimal SLP, which is your pressure, is 1010 millibars. Tropical development chance 2 days 80%, 5 days 80%. Overall chance is high. You see here, this is PT number 6. We'll look at long range water vapor on this, and you can see it right here. This is using the Radar Mega app. Then let's look at the wind speed on this. Wind probabilities. Okay, got it right there. Now let's take this other part off so we can look at show what we're looking at. There's your wind probabilities for this PTC 6 at the moment. Went up through there. This is the discussion straight from the National Hurricane Center. Deconvection associated with the area of low pressure located northeast of Barbados has continued to consolidate this afternoon, with several bands noted in both satellite and radar data from Barbados and Martinique. ASCAT data from this morning revealed a sharp through trough axis, but the system lacked a well-defined circulation. However, recent visible satellite imagery hints that a better defined center may be forming just southwest of the primary defined of the convective mass. These trends suggest the system is likely to become a tropical depression or storm tonight or Tuesday when it moves near the Lesser Antilles and into the Eastern Caribbean. Therefore, advisories have been initiated on the system in order to issue tropical storm watches for portions of the Lesser Antilles, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and parts of the Dominican Republic. Since the system is still in its formative stage, the initial motion estimate it is a somewhat uncertain 29-degree, 13-knot location and direction. A mid-tropospheric ridge anchored over the western Atlantic should steer the system west-northwestern through the forecast period. Although there is a high confidence in the overall steering pattern over the next several days, there is lower than normal confidence in the details of the track forecast, especially in the short range due to the lack of well-defined center. Exactly where the center forms will have some downstream implications on the exact forecast track, especially across the Eastern Caribbean. Regardless of the exact track, locally heavy rainfall and gusty winds are expected to spread across portions of the Leeward Islands, the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and Dominican Republic over the next day or two. Hence the need for tropical storm watches for portions of these areas. The disturbance is embedded within the area of low vertical wind shear and SSTs of around 28C. These conditions favor additional development, but the occasional entrainment of dry mid-level air located just west of the system is likely to prevent more rapid organization. By Wednesday, the system is likely to be near Hispaniola, where subtle difference in the forecast track could have a large implications on the intensity of this storm later this week. A track directly over Hispaniola would likely significantly disrupt the circulation, while a track more poleward of the island could allow the system to stay more intact. An additional caveat beyond 48 hours is that vertical wind shear out of the southwest may also increase, which will limit the intensity after the system moves past Hispaniola. Although uncertainty exists in how much shear will increase given the differences between the more favorable Euro and less favorable GFS models solutions. The National Hurricane Center intensity forecast brings the system up to a 45 knot tropical storm before potential land interaction with Hispaniola, and afterwards is conservative given the possibility of additional land interaction and less favorable environment conditions towards the end of the forecast period. So here's some key messages from the National Hurricane Center, and I'm going to put this map in motion as I explain everything. I'm asking current wind fields and everything. So I'm going to put this in motion and let you watch this as I give the key messages. Key messages from the National Hurricane Center. The system is forecast to become a tropical storm as it moves through the Lesser Antilles tonight. The tropical storm conditions are possible in portions of the southern Leeward Islands tonight and Tuesday, into the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico beginning Tuesday afternoon, and in the Dominican Republic by Wednesday. Heavy rainfall could lead to flash, urban, and small stream flooding and potential mudslides across the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. The greatest threat for flooding impacts will be across the eastern and southeastern portions of Puerto Rico. There is a risk of wind and rainfall impacts in portions of the Hispaniola, the Turks and Caicos, the southeastern Bahamas, and Cuba later this week, although the forecast is more uncertain than usual since the system still is in its formative stage. Interest in these areas should monitor the system's progress and updates to the forecast. Interest in the remainder of the Bahamas and Florida should monitor updates to the forecast for this system, but it's not too soon to determine what, if any, impacts could occur there by late this week or this weekend given the uncertainty of long-range forecasts. So basically, once it passes Hispaniola, it can either turn or it all depends on this, how it goes across this land, what we can expect. Either it's going to turn or it's going to decrease. We don't know that. So we're going day by day. So do not get the hype up on this. Let the National Hurricane Center do their job. Watch them. Listen to what they say. They are the experts on this. They're flying out there today in this area to see what's going on. So let's see if we get some buoys out there real quick. Now this is the Radar Mega app. Okay, there we go. Tide predictions for that area. See if we get one with a camera on it, possibly. There's one with a camera at the moment. Let's see if we get one that's up in here with, that might give us a little bit. So there's the tide predictions. That's Martinique. But what we need to do is we need to keep a close eye on this system as it develops, and watch whatever the National Hurricane Center has going. So don't get too hyped up. Don't fall into the hype that others are saying. Yeah, this is going to be this. We do not know at this moment. It's still in the early stages of development to say what could and can happen. But do we need to keep an eye on it? Yes, we need to keep a definite eye on this as it's going through. So listen to the Hurricane Center. Watch what, just listen to National Hurricane Center. Watch for their updates. See what they're saying and follow them. We'll keep a close eye on it with our equipment we have. We're not as good as they are. They are the professionals. Hope everyone has a great day. Stay weather aware.